guys, it's Cassie.
It's Ritchie. So today we're going to be doing a question and answer mukbang.
Mukbang? Which is it? We don't know.
I honestly did not eat breakfast today.
I didn't either. We both
haven't. I think we're going to be able to finish this.
Do you think so? Look at this huge party platter.
I think so.
I think they gave us 4 sets of chopsticks and extra soy sauce. And I'm like, honey, this is just for 2 people. So the first question I have to ask for you, Richie, is why did you put our green tea in glasses?
I just wanted to look aesthetically pleasing as we drink it.
Yeah, we thought this would be a good idea as well to kind of update you on our lives, I guess.
Start off the year.
Start off the year.
Question.
We've got our miso soup here in a bowl. We had to microwave it.
And if you guys are wondering why my voice is like a key down, I'm sick and I never get sick, but today's the day.
Why did you
I don't know. Down? Or it's deeper,
Yeah. So first we're going to start off with a prayer.
I'm crying because I'm sick. Actually, my body is...
Okay, I'll pray.
No, it's okay. I didn't mean that.
No, it's okay.
Sure.
Thank you, Lord, for this food. Thank you for all the blessings that you have provided us with. And I pray that you'll bless the food we're about to eat and this video. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. We asked you on Instagram to ask us some questions, and you guys came through. So picked out a couple of things. Can we eat first before we
We'll take a bite.
We'll take a bite.
So what's your favorite fish?
Salmon.
And I'm tuna.
So we got some chopped scallop rolls over here. We have some spicy tuna. A lot of dynamite rolls, which I did not expect. Toro, salmon, and then shrimp. Egg? Is that it?
Shrimp egg.
Tobiko?
I think so. Okay.
Okay, let's do this. I love raw fish. In BC, especially, I never get Atlantic, but I get farmed raw salmon all the time, and it's the best. Sushi here is very, very inexpensive compared to other places I've been to. Yeah, Toronto or even LA. Yeah. I'm in Vancouver.
Sushi. You always have to try your sushi.
Oh, and we also have... So I'm talking with my mouth a little bit. I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, I know.
Got some bubbly sparkling water, sponsor us.
Sparkling water companies. So first question is, do you listen to any podcasts? It's called Leadership Lean In by Zoe Church in LA. So if you guys are in LA, there's a church called Zoe, and they're really cool.
Really? I was just listening to Stephen Furtick's podcast, Elevation Church podcast. Mm-hmm. Is that what it's called?
I don't know what it's called.
But his sermons are all on there. And I also occasionally I listen to Optimize Living Daily. And I think Jen and Amy were on an episode.
Yeah.
But there's so many episodes. If I were to recommend a podcast, a starter podcast, it would be Optimize Living Daily. Optimal Living Daily? OLD. That's the acronym, OLD. Very short snippet podcasts. You just listen to one in the morning, and then you're okay. Very positive and motivating. Wow.
That always happens to me. I underestimate the fullness of my drink.
And I also listen to Views by David and Jason Nash.
She would just laugh in the
airplane.
In the plane. I'm what are you listening to?
I listen to it especially when I'm cleaning and I don't want to and I'm bored, I guess. It's just
when you want a good laugh.
When I want a good laugh or something.
This is big.
Wow.
Should I do this one?
Oh my gosh, that's juicy. Not the salmon. Well, yeah, the salmon, but also that question.
How many relationships have you both been in?
Richie has been in more, right?
Well, I've been in 1 or 2 flings and then 1 real one. 2 real ones.
2 real ones? Oh.
And
that's
shout out. You know what? I'm not gonna count the first fling.
Okay. I don't even know who you're talking about. Who are you talking about?
In Saipan, but it was nothing.
Oh, okay.
The reason why I don't count it is because he asked me out on MySpace, and I only saw it a week after, and I answered, yes, I'll be your girlfriend. And then I don't know what happened there. We never talked anyways.
I don't think I've ever really had flings where we would just date and kind of thing. I'd have people that I would talk to, and then we'd say that we liked each other, but then nothing really happened, so I don't count that either. But I've had 2 real relationships. The first one was when I was 16, very, very young, lasted for 2 years. It was interesting. It was definitely a turning point.
Yeah.
And after that, I was single for 4 years because I was scarred. No, I wasn't.
Oh my gosh.
Sure. I was young. We were young people. And then, my recent relationship was last year. It ended in May. That lasted for 2 months. And we're still friends. Shout out Robert Hill. We're still buds. So, like, when I think about that relationship, I'm like, what the heck, we dated?
I know.
Like, that was a thing? Really vulnerable on this. The food's making us, like, talk a lot. Okay.
Next question, which is really relatable. Are you interested in a thing yet?
I don't understand. I mean, there's so many questions. You have no idea that ask, like, a similar thing. So, Tristan is my platonic boyfriend, or, like, my friend that pretends to be my boyfriend on camera for videos. Our boyfriend style says video. He was my boyfriend in the video only, but in real life, he's my brother in Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like that kind of a relationship. And I love it. I love Tristan as a brother. I remember Kyle saying no kisses until the wedding. So has he ever kissed Ritchie?
No. Okay.
This has a lot more context though, guys, because it's definitely something that is not common in relationships, but I 100% respect Ritchie and Kyle's decision, and I support it. Pretty darn, like, bold of a statement, but it's a good statement, and I really love it, so.
Yeah, I think before we started dating, we, like, already said it, and we were on the same page, and we just know because of our past, because of, like, everything that we've gone through, we don't want to put ourselves in a position where, like, lust or, like, temptations are so much greater. And so for us, it's like kissing is, like, the gateway to a lot of things. We know that our first kiss is going to be so good, like, when we say I do. So that's why we're, like, excited. And it's not hard. I don't know. It's not hard. Like, I kiss him on the cheek, but it's not, like, you know, like, we're still affectionate with each other. It's just, we know
not to cross that specific line.
Yeah, we know our boundaries.
Yeah.
Deep question to answer.
Okay, this is also relatively deep. Christian views on tattoos. Very curious myself about tattoos. Okay, so this could be a relatively controversial topic. However, I think my stance is that it is okay. Obviously, I have tattoos, plural. Y'all only saw one of them. I have 3. But I think it is okay, and it's not just like me thinking this. Many Christians have this misconception because in the Bible, in the Old Testament, it says that you shall not mark your body, but at the same time, you need to get a context of what that verse is meaning or alluding to, because back in the day, in the Old Testament, pagans were using marking, scarification as a way to worship their own God. Therefore, it wasn't really to just like a freedom of expression in art. It was a form and an act of worship. In that sense of marking your body, it's not okay, and that's a sin. I think for me personally, it's just a freedom of expression, and I enjoy it. I enjoy the process of getting a tattoo. Genuinely did not hurt at all. Like, people like just make it seem like it's like the hardest thing. I think the bigger
tattoos maybe.
Probably. Yeah. And I'm not opposed to getting a bigger tattoo, but the ones that I've gotten so far, the pain level was just like nothing. As long as you're not getting any demonic or, you know, like evil tattoos, then it's not in a Christian sense a sin.
And I saw another question. Would Ritchie ever get a tattoo?
Yeah.
And I would want it to have like such a great meaning.
Yeah. For me, right now, like, for me, I have a meaning for this one, the M, which I haven't like really shared much about what it means. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, I would just get a freaking like flower.
Yeah.
Because art. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't have to have like a specific significant meaning to me, I don't think. But yeah. Continue.
I think in my head, I already set my very first tattoo to be like very special. So eventually I will definitely get one. I already have something in mind for a specific season in my life. So, well, who knows when that'll come.
I remember when she was young, like when you were 19, you wanted a tattoo on your collarbone.
Yeah, I did. I mean,
like, what would it say? Pabantuan?
No, never. I mean, I don't know. Karen, it's just float.
Oh, yeah.
Float. It's like
it's
cute.
Float, yeah.
What does Sanskrata mean? Did I even say that right?
You can continue eating. I'm going to go off.
Okay.
So, Sanskrata, Oh, are you okay?
Ew, that was gross.
So if you guys don't know, I started a photography page called Sanskrata, and I actually created that Instagram account last August and slowly was adding old photos and just photos that I really enjoyed. And I never really thought that I would utilize Sanskrata until I just felt like inspired to take more photos of other people, because Richie and I are creative and we express our creativity through To The Nines. However, obviously we post like videos every Sunday. There's always deadlines. It's always like relatively rushed. And I just wanted an outlet for me to be creative without having any preconceived like expectations or anyone's input. It's just like a page for me to express myself and to also get to know other people, other models that are around. I don't even want to shoot models, I just want to shoot people. But yeah, so it's called Sanskrata, and I'll leave it up to the comments down below for you guys to guess why I named it that. Let me tell you, it's not that deep, and some people have guessed it, some people haven't, but if you want to leave your guesses below, feel free to do so. Follow it if you would like to. I'm gonna keep it private in a bit, but I'll open it after this Q&A just so that you guys can like see it and like follow. But for now, it's definitely still a work in progress. Like I only have a handful of fresh photos on there. The rest are like old from like years ago. But I'm really excited about it. Really excited about it. And I'm also really excited to take photos of people other than Richie, because for the literally
it's so funny.
Your tagged photos are all,
I know.
I tagged her in all like the Sanskrata photos, and it's her tagged feed is just my photos now.
Yeah. When we travel, I feel like we purposely not take pictures of people.
It's
or
hard.
you. I
What do
know,
you mean?
like when we traveled with Jen and Claire,
Yeah.
I did a series with them because I didn't want to shoot her. Like
Yes.
literally, she's always on my feed, so I'm like
Exactly.
purposely like, let's do Jen or let's do Claire.
Excited to try something new.
Yeah.
We're not stopping To The Nine content, by the way. This is just like my little side thing because I wanted to free up my time. I actually, see, you can keep eating. I'm just going to talk for a second because in regards to school, I'm taking another semester off. Is Cassie ever going to graduate? We do not know.
It's okay.
But I accidentally missed my enrollment date by
Amazing.
13 days. None of my courses lined up with my minors. So I was like praying about it, and I realized, you know what? I don't need to go to school right now. Like I know I'm going to finish.
There's no pressure.
I feel like the pressure is definitely like just lifted from me, and it just feels amazing to know that I'm going to finish, but I can do it on my own time. I want to take more photos and be more active and be in nature instead of being in school.
Be in nature.
For like the first half of the year.
Have you ever experienced some kind of mental health issue? That's a good question.
Oh, I can talk about this too.
Just recently, I've been recognizing, like, I know that I never really go through anxiety, but we both kind of like realized that we stop breathing. It's so hard to explain, but like we stop breathing when we get anxious.
And our breathing patterns are different.
And I feel like when you recognize that, it's like it helps because breathing is
remember.
such an important like aspect in just your whole being in general, obviously. Just recently, I've been trying to bring my emotions to the surface. Because like I'm the type of person who just like bottles up and like thinks that I can deal with it on my own, which for the most part I can. I took a class in PLBC and it's called Spiritual Formation, and it has a lot to do with like the inner being of yourself, like the inner world. And like my teacher just brought to light everything that was in me that like I didn't realize that was like kind of forming me. We do exercise in class, and part of it is journaling. And I didn't realize how important journaling is for me personally until that class. Since that class, I've been journaling, like, if not every day, like, more often than I was. And in my journal, I was like, I, like, am completely honest with myself. Like, you know how when you write stuff, you feel like people are going to read what you're writing, so you write for them kind of thing? So for this journal, I literally just say whatever I want to say. Sometimes we don't bring our emotions to the surface, which is part of healing. You know, every day we go through like emotional battles and stuff like that. And I feel like addressing them and putting it to the surface and knowing why you're going through that, what are the factors that allows you to feel that way, is so important. So that's what I'm learning to do. Kind of like retreating away from like the things that cause, you know, those emotions to arise.
For me, I consider myself a relatively anxious person. However, I don't think I have anxiety, or if I do, it's like pretty mild. I know people with really, really bad anxiety where they have to
take medication.
So it's not that bad for me. But ever since I was young, I would have separation anxiety. Like if I was away from my mom, because she took care of me, she was always by my side. Like she worked at home, so I was always with her. So when she would leave me, I would literally just be in like panic mode, and I would be hysterically crying and just, yeah, separation anxiety. Even the first like couple of years of elementary school, like when she dropped me off, like I would cry and I would be like so shy and wouldn't want to participate in activities. But now as an adult, I find my anxiety comes from overthinking and worrying too much about the future. So to combat that, I definitely try to focus on what's happening right now, what the facts are, what is in my control and what's not in my control. We just get worked up over things that aren't even true, things that are lies that we are putting in our brain. Oh, like this person's thinking this of me when they're really probably not, you know? One thing I do that definitely helps is to be alone, to get off social media, listen to a podcast. Walking around aimlessly, that to me is just such a joy. Just walking around like downtown, like window shopping, not even buying anything, or even like going hiking by myself. I like doing that. Bringing your emotions to the surface and being aware of when you're feeling anxious. And asking yourself questions like, why do I feel this way? And also for me, it's like I like to pray about it as well, and I'll like audibly talk to God. And usually after that, it's just like, oh, why was I even like anxious to begin with? I did not expect this Q&A to be, I thought it was going to be like a lighthearted, like, we're just going to talk about like whatever. Find like a really lighthearted question.
Okay, a question from our friend Joseph. What kind of cereal do you eat?
That's a lighthearted question.
Amazing.
Anything chocolatey. I haven't had cereal in a hot minute. The last time I had cereal was in Nina and Dayon's pop-up Saturday morning cereal. Yeah. That's the last time I had cereal. But I usually gravitate towards chocolate.
And I don't.
I like Nesquik cereal.
Oh.
Cocoa Puffs. I like Reese's peanut butter cereal, Lucky Charms. But like I don't eat it often. But I don't.
But when you do, you gravitate.
Or like that Kellogg's almond and vanilla cereal.
Oh yeah, I eat that actually. That's my type of cereal.
Yeah.
Like the very simple like wheat, whatever.
Do you see this? Look how it just fell apart.
I hate those big ones.
Yeah.
Is that it?
This has been fun. I feel like I did not get to enjoy the food as much as I wanted to. I'm probably going to take a couple more bites later. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A, a little deep question and answer.
Yeah.
If you want us to get even deeper, we could do something in the future. We'll see. I don't know. But I'm down to be vulnerable on camera. Are you?
Yeah.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Cassie Masnakai,
at Ritchie Pamintuan,
and at Weird to the Nines.
Don't forget to hashtag Weird to the Nines to be featured.
And Sanskrata.
Oh yeah, Sanskrata
is a new thing. But any last words? How are you feeling? Are you still sick? Are you still feeling?
Am I still sick?
I mean, like, yeah, you got healed
I need
throughout.
to take my medicine. Wow.
There.
There.
Okay. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.